We are in April. I'm so excited. I love April. Not just because it's my birthday month, not because the weather starts changing. It's just such a refreshing month for me. March is, I was going on a really good track doing weekly episodes, but honestly, March is a very hard month for me personally. And this was the first year I was really trying to move forward in a direction of not making it mean something bad. So it was just a lot of work. So what happened is that I've been doing a lot of work with my therapist. We are finally moving forward from that. So I will no longer be working with my therapist. We've been working together for, holy crap, I think it's been now 3 years together. And it's time to move forward. That's the beautiful part about therapy. This is not, medical advice for you, but doing the work of becoming a better person and doing the work of, investing in myself through therapy has really helped me in other areas of my life. And in today's episode, I just wanted to really talk about, it is time to my first renewal for my mobile salon. I cannot believe it. It is time to pay that renewal, which is only $50. So it's, $40, excuse me. So it's not bad at all. But I wanted to talk about just the lessons that behind the scenes of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Having my mobile salon. So it's her year anniversary. Yay, go girl, go Luna, go Luna. So that's my mobile salon's name. I have a second unit, which I haven't started renovated. I will go over that in this episode, why I haven't done so. I will go over this episode about the upcoming class I'm having. I'm actually going back to my beauty school and teaching a class and my feelings about beauty school. So I will go a little bit into that. So with that, let's get started in this new April episode. It's a episode to really spring clean our mind, spring clean our business. And it's just so refreshing whenever you're able to take a break. It may not make sense to the world. It may not be productive or good for my podcast for me to take a break like that. But I always take a break every year from everything. And I wanted to share that with you because in a world where we get bombarded all the time to do more or do that, or what's the next shiny object, or what's other people doing in your industry, I think it's all BS. I think you need to find a plan that works for your business. And I will have an episode coming up because, I was missing. I am going to have the episode coming out on Sunday about beauty branding. If you want to start a product, an actual, if you want to release your own product for your business, the launch behind it. So many amazing tips that we got from an amazing beauty brand strategist and expert on actually launching your own brand. She has been with her products for some of her customers have been featured in Vogue, and she's from the UK. It was such an amazing episode. So that will be released. It's already scheduled for Sunday. So look out for that because it's already coming. It's already done. So I'm excited for that one, and it's a video episode too. So with that, let's get to today's episode. I just want to give you a little life update. So let's spring clean our life. Let's spring clean our business. So I already done that. Check off the mark. Now let's go into renewing my mobile salon. I didn't think this was going to happen. So first I'm going to start with the ugly of the business, I think for me, having a mobile salon has been really a toughening experience. And this is what I mean. It really helped me to grow a backbone. It really helped me to have really tougher skin. And it really helped me to become more independent. So, and this is why I got a lot of shit for it. Okay. People got mad at me because I wouldn't tell them how to finance it. If you know my story, I paid for that cash. Okay. People would get mad at me because I wouldn't give all my information out for free. People got mad at me for the stupidest shit. People tried to close down my salon. It's so much bullshit. Okay. So I first wanted to start with, that was the ugliest side of it. I think for me, it was that. And also I'm not saying for everybody, but I also felt kind of pushed out in a way. Just because and I even got cattiness from other hairstylists in my area. Not all of them, okay, just some. It's just fucking like dumb stuff. Like that was just like the petty dumb shit that I didn't like. Okay, that was the ugly side of it. So let's move forward from that. So let's go into the bad part of it. Okay, so having my mobile salon now, like looking into it and getting licensed and now paying my second renewal. I love that's only $40. The ugly side, it's like, you have to keep it up to code, just like a regular salon. So I think this is big misconception that like, oh, it's just a mobile salon. Like that must be so fucking easy, The bad of it, it's different, So like I have a holding tank for bad water, right? Which you're supposed to. Or it's called gray water, okay? Because it's dirty water. Then you have your like pure, like your clean water tank as well. And you have a water heater. So just learning the mechanics of like how to navigate that, it took a little bit of learning. It's different just in the sense that you have your clients come to a space that, like it's personal to you. What else would I say it's bad? You do have to maintenance it. Like I painted it and stuff. Like I would just like anything. I'm actually gonna repaint it again because I was a little bit mess with color. So that's bad if you don't like painting like me. Like I guess that can be bad. I'm trying to think of the bad stuff of it. Okay. It's smaller space. So mine's really small. I like intimate stuff. My clients do too, so I don't mind it. But maybe like if you like to be surrounded a whole bunch of people in bigger spaces, you could have a bigger one. I don't care for that. So it's a smaller space. I guess some people would consider that bad. Yeah, and like it's mobile and I move it, around, but it's not like all the time. What would be bad? It can be exposed to the elements. But then buildings and salon suites are exposed to the elements too. I guess that could be bad. So I don't know. I don't really think there's a lot of bad to it. I think that's like the bad thing I could really think of. I think it would just be that. That's a bad. Okay, so now let's go into like, renew my mobile salon, how I feel about it now. I really freaking love it. I love it. So I love having my own mobile salon because I own that space. And I'm not even going to put it on the universe, but I own that space and it's mine, right? And I love that I have a space where I can work out with my clients. Do I sometimes miss a salon suite? Honestly, I don't, just because my salon suite had an open top. So I felt like I had no privacy at all. I hated it actually. So that was the only part I hated about it. It was like it had the freaking open top. Like, anyways, so I don't miss it. I don't miss it because I didn't have really privacy. I do miss sometimes, like I worked at this one salon where I was renting, but I had my own color room and most of the time I was with myself in that salon. So sometimes I miss like having a big space just because I kind of had the whole salon by myself most of the time. But so honestly, that's the only time sometimes. And it probably, I would say, sometimes like 5 times it has crossed my mind. Like, do I really want the mobile salon? Probably out of all these years owning it, 5 times it's crossed my mind. Okay. And it had nothing to do actually with my business. It had to do with other stuff I was going through. So I said that'd be the bad stuff. What would be other bad stuff? So I did have to condense my work implements, which was bad and good. Okay. It was bad because I had a whole color room. Okay, for years. So I worked at a salon, and then my salon suite had my own color room, and it was huge. So that kind of sucked. But then also at the same time, I saved so much money because I am very intentional of what I keep in that mobile salon. So I'm actually super grateful because I used to waste so much money on things I did not need. I honestly wasted like hundreds, almost close to $1,000 a month on, I've learned, in hair color and tools and products that I did not need. So I was very wasteful. And this has really taught me to be more condensed. I also feel we're going now into the good side. It has taught me to become a better colorist because I don't carry so much stuff. I've learned to become a stronger colorist, stronger with my techniques, stronger with what I actually need versus what I thought I needed. Before I had like every color and every single freaking level. Now I'm very strategic on what I need and what I can do with color. And I don't know, it just has made me such a stronger colorist. It really has. Maybe I was a stronger colorist, but now because I had a smaller space, I'm more confident about it. I'm not sure, but it just really helped me, I'm being honest. It also really helped with my creativity. I feel like my clients have more trust with me. It's something so personal. I don't know. I just like, I've always tailored the color, but now I'm like super tailoring everything to my clients' needs. I really, the good is like we really get like have intimate and really like special connections in that salon. I'm not gonna talk about what my whole process is, but you know, like I love like how I feel like my clients are more open. They love like the privacy of it. It's just been a different experience, honestly. Like I love it. What else is good? It's good that I can take it to places. So as sometimes in like for weddings, you know, I get to take it, so that's cool. Or for clients, I get to take it, so that's cool. I love that if I end up moving, it's gonna come with me. So I love that. I love that I don't pay no rent. Yay, go no rent life. Fuck rent. Okay. And yes, I'm gonna be swearing. I swear. Okay. I was paying. I mean, looking at the rates right now, most people are paying like over like $1,000 a month on rent, if not more, depending if you have salon suite, even for a salon chair. So you know what? Forget that shit. So I'm at least saving $12,000 a year, which I love because I own my mobile space. And I just said 12,000. Like honestly, the maintenance on her, there's like slight maintenance, like you know. She is gonna have to get repainted on the outside. I'll probably run it, like check out her, have her checked out by you know the is to check to make sure that her roof is doing well. So just like little maintenance stuff, you know. Everything has been really good. I deep cleaned her. But that was free, but you know, it took some products, so what, like $10. So that's what I mean. Like she's very minimal. Like I love her. Like, she's like me. She doesn't ask for a lot, but when sometimes she wants to be spiced up. The good about it, I just did I should do a video. I haven't done a video about that. So good. Thank you, podcast. See, all of you, my podcast community, you are the ones who keep me going. So I'm going to do a little video for you. I just remodeled very like subtle. I did like a decor rehaul, and honestly I spent $30. Oh, that's a lie. Hold on, I bought some other stuff. So I spent a total of $54 on my decor haul. For there, I took out some pillows, I added little stuff, I just made it different. I feel like she has a different vibe now, so I'm really digging her right now. I'm really happy with her. So yeah, so I did a little remodel for $54, so it just feels a different vibe, and it's just very interesting because I feel like even people feel the difference, like from the feedback I'm getting. So yeah, so I've just been doing little things like that. So that's the good stuff about it. And it's really nice when you own your own place, you know, like I just love that I own it. So now let's talk about the second one. Why have I not done the second remodel? So again, this is not to discourage you. I live in California. I live in Sonoma County. So, you know, like wineries and all that stuff. I'm literally like, 15 minutes, yeah, from Sonoma. So yeah, I'm like right there, right next to Miss Wineries and everything. So things have really gotten up after COVID. I know products have gone up, but so has labor. But I mean, like labor honestly has gone up by 100%. And that's why I haven't remodeled it. I am not the type of person that I don't want to get into debt. Like I think I did a post about that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm just not a debt friendly type of person. And people are like, oh, you can put your credit card and get miles. I don't like that stuff. If I can do stuff cash and like not have to worry about it, I'm gonna do it. I don't like car payments. I don't like none of that stuff. So I really want to finance her. So it has been hard because sometimes, you know, people like want to buy my current mobile, and I don't know. I'm like, should I sell her? Should I not? You know, should I just remodel the other one? And I don't want to be stuck with two of them. So it has just been like a lot of different back and forth with that. That's why I remodeled the other ones, because it's going to be a lot more money. And I honestly don't know. I really love the other one more though. And she's bigger. She's so bigger. She's so much bigger than this one. But I don't know. I think maybe once maybe I have like a bigger space, although I live in a lot bigger space now, maybe then I'll remodel her. I don't know. But right now she's serving as storage, and I'm so grateful. She keeps all my storage in there. But yeah, the second one, it hasn't been remodeled because of that, because of the cost behind it. So again, it's not to discourage you. I'm just being honest and transparent with you. Also, I just think about going through the whole process again of licensing. I had an amazing inspector. So shout out to Board Cosmetology for that one inspector who's so freaking awesome. But, and I don't know. I think because of the ugly part of this, of my journey with the mobile, I'm kind of hesitant, to be honest. And I think it's okay to share that with you. I'm hesitant to do it again. And that's, I guess, where I'm at. And I just don't want to invest the money right now. So, just with the shift of things in our economy, it is a reality, okay? And this is what I mean with it. I'm not coming from a lack of money mentality. I'm coming from, oh shit, now when I go to the grocery store, I'm spending like an additional $50, and I'm like, what $50? Like, I mean, I just got a bag of groceries type of thing. So, our gas has gone up here where I live significantly. So it's like little things like that I noticed that I'm like, like it has shifted, like economy is shifting. Anytime we have a presidential election, things are different. And that's what I mean. And I think it's really naive for somebody to say like, oh, people are being like, that's lack of money mentality. No, it's the reality of the situation. And I also have a partner who has, who's self-employed. So we both see it in different ways. We have friends in different industries as well. And it's just reality. For me, I think you have to be, and when you're in business for yourself, when you're self-employed, and even having my mobile salon, I'm always the type of person because it is something that's newer, I'm always the type of person that I'm like, okay, what's going on around my area? What's going on? Like, I'm always preparing for things. And I don't think that's nothing wrong with that. I think on the contrary, it's very smart. And you also have to think about that too, like, with owning, whether you own a space or not, like even with me owning my mobile salon, like it's such a peace of mind that I know I don't have to pay rent. So no matter what's going on out there, I know I have a space. I know I can do things that don't rely on hair color anymore, which is awesome. And it's better for my hand. Honestly, my hand has been feeling amazing now that I do way less color and more hairstyling, which has been also like a good thing about having my mobile salon. I think my mobile salon really pushed me to make the transition of being a colorist into a hairstylist easier. So that's something really good that came out of it, because I worked so hard to be a colorist and not being able to do it the way I used to do it, blonding a person who's like a level 3 to a complete blonde in one session. Did it all the time. I can't do that anymore. My hand is like, it's not worth it. It really is not. So I really had a hard time transitioning to that, but I'm so grateful for my mobile salon because I think it helped me. It helped me, like, just because it was something so like different. I think that's really helped me with that. It has helped me with have a different identity. I think that has been something really beautiful from it. I've learned how to have a different identity. Now, I did want to dismiss some myths, because I see some people trying to do this for the wrong reasons. So I really want to dismiss this freaking myths that there's about this mobile salon with me. And if you've been following me for a while, I'm so grateful. Thank you, baby Jesus, and thank you, universe and energy. I've been in 12 different publishings, okay? And it's all been organic. I have not paid a single dollar for any of those. And I am doing an episode on paid versus non-paid media. It's already recorded. It's coming out next week, because we're back on the podcast regularly now. The mobile salon did not and will not make you famous. I'm going to say it again. The mobile salon is not going to bring attention to your business. The mobile salon is not going to blow you up. Okay. I think that's one of the biggest freaking misconceptions. So I wanted to really address that, because a lot of people are like, well, if I have a mobile salon or I do something different, then it's going to blow me up. No, it's not. You know how many people there are who have amazing techniques or amazing business models or something different than what we see in our industry and have not blown up? I think that's such a huge misconception. So I did want to address that, because before I had my mobile salon, I was already working with big brands. I was getting paid money to do videos. I was, I've been before the Not That It Matters, an international branded hairstylist educator for a big brand. I left the brand in 2020 because it was no longer in alignment with me. That was just my own personal decision. I didn't get kicked out. there's been so many things that I've done prior to this. I've had my podcast. I learned about marketing. Like, I am a solo business owner, except for my, automation in my business. And I am not sad about it. I do have in my, bridal business, part of my business. And I always say it's separate because if you think about it, like Celeste Stylist is its own brand. So that's why it's separate. And I know I've been hearing some people like, oh, like hairstylist should only have one business. No, like we know what we're doing. And for me, like, I already know like my bridal business has to be separate from Celeste Stylist because, it's a different vibe. Does Celeste Stylist attract brides? Yes, it does. Very surprisingly to me because it's so different, but people love it. So I'm just putting that out there that the mobile salon is not going to blow you up. I think that's so much bullshit. Now, if you have strategy and if you're intentional with what you do, your business can blow up. You do not need a mobile salon. So that's what I was saying with like people doing it for the wrong reasons. And also, it's not for everybody. And I did want to address that because if you're a person who loves to be around other people, having a mobile salon, it's not going to be for you. Like, you're not going to like it. You're going to miss being around people. Or if your clients like being around people. My clients tend to be, like they say, what you attract, what you put out in the world. It's so true. My clients are very fun. I love them, but they really do love privacy. And they really do love a certain type of vibe and experience. So that's why I attract, So it works out very well for me. But I did want to address that because I think it's so important that no matter what business, even if that type of mobile salon, like having an actual mobile unit stuff for you, that there's a lot of strategy that goes behind it. So now without the mobile salon, let's talk about just having a mobile business. So I'm also going to be talking about a personal service permit in this episode. I was going to do it separate, but I think it is relevant. So in California, if you're a licensed cosmetologist or hairstylist, or even think esthetician too, you need to have a personal service permit to be able to do services outside of your establishment. And although Celeste has a mobile salon license with the state of California Board of Cosmetology, I still needed to get that stupid permit. So this is why I call it stupid. So I'm actually going to do a post about it today on one of my channels. But the good thing is I got fingerprinted by the FBI. The stupid thing is I got fingerprinted by the FBI. I mean, I just go do hair and makeup. Does it make a difference for your clients? I have no idea. I'm about to find out. So I'll let you know how that experiment goes. But it gave me peace of mind. Remember how we went back to, if you go back to this episode, I told you about the ugly side, how people were really mean and rude and like just expecting and doing shady shit to me when I started my mobile salon. That's why I got the personal service permit. I also wanted to protect my license as a cosmetologist. So that's why I got a personal service permit. It was a process. I hated having to go get fingerprinted. Like it was like 2.5 hours waste of my time. But like now I have it. When it renews, I think did it renew? What did I pay? No, it hasn't renewed yet. But once it renews, then I'll pay the fee for that. So now I have literally 3 freaking things. I have my cosmetologist license, my personal service permit license, and a mobile salon license. So I did want to clarify that even if you have a mobile salon, you have to get a personal service permit if you're going to legally go do hairstyling and makeup at locations. And just do it, honestly. Like for me, also, the second reason why I got personal service permit is legalities, okay? So I've talked about this episode. You can go back. I worked with corporate and intellectual property attorneys, and it was an awesome experience. But I also even just with my background in insurance, so I was a licensed insurance agent, surprise, in California before my life as a hairstylist. You need to have things in your ducks in a row. Like things have to be legal in order for insurance to cover you. So I don't ever want that to be an issue. So I am covering myself by having my personal service permit. I know I'm covering that part of the legality of my insurance as well. So it was just different things, like I just think like it's so important if you are going to be having a mobile business, whether, with a personal service permit, you can go do haircuts, blow dries, hairstyling. You can go, well, I'm a cosmetologist, so I mean, I could do makeup. There are some things you can do within the scope of that. So, they limit it. And I know, like, for some of you, you're asking yourself this, because I asked the Board of Cosmetology. I'm like, okay, so I see all these famous celebrity hairstylists that are going to do chemical services at people's houses, at this big celebrity's house. Why don't you get them in trouble? Or, like, what is the difference between them and us who are small business owners? Because we both have the same, cosmetology license. And I did ask. I didn't put a name. I wasn't trying to be shady and none of that shit. I was just trying to figure out, like, what's the difference? Like, why can that person do because they do someone with a KK name, like Kim K, which I don't like her, but anyways, for another episode. With those celebrity people, why do they get the exception, but we have to have this license, and we get in trouble if we dare to go do something like that? And this was the response. Well, because people don't tell on them. So if you know of a celebrity hairstylist who's doing that, please let us know. And number one, that's shady. I wouldn't do that. But number two, I was like, wow. So they get special privilege, because that is a privilege. Because let's be real, if you were a regular, or even me, if I was doing like stuff that I'm not supposed to with my license outside of the scope, and somebody told on me, I would get in trouble. Okay, and they're pretty nice about it, because I've had to go through that process before. But still, that's not the point. It's like they do get special privileges. So I'm just putting that out there, because you know what? Let's keep it real, 100% real on this podcast. They get special privileges. If you do celebrities, you get special privilege with the Board of Cosmetology. I don't care what anybody tells me. That is a special privilege, because if it was one of us who have small business, we get in trouble. Just like during 2020, when people in California that weren't supposed to be open were open. And the board other stylists kept telling on them, the board kept coming, but we know all celebrities still got the hair done. So let's be real about it. They do get special privileges, but I just encourage you, look into your personal service permit if you're in California. See what you can and cannot do with it. I just went through some of the things that you can do with it. So just go look into that, okay? I think it's really important. But I did want to address that to be mobile, you do not need to have a big mobile unit. I started with a little suitcase that I got from Goodwill on a little like thrifting shopping haul with my brother-in-law, and we found these luggages, and it just ended up working out, and I still love it to this day. I'm trying to find a replacement for her, but she's such a perfect size. But I think I'm getting close to finding a replacement, because I don't want nothing too bulky. So, I think it's so important that you realize that having a mobile salon does take legalities, does take work. And let's talk about a little bit of the insurance before I go. So with the insurance part of it, I did want to let you know that with having a mobile salon or even your personal service permit, you should have insurance for you to cover you as a cosmetologist, okay? I will not say how much money I have for my coverage for my insurance, but I do recommend that you go over hundreds of thousands, okay? Because 100,000 is nothing to what it used to be. So make sure that you're very covered. It's really inexpensive. I think mine is like $118 a year, which is super affordable. So that's for my cosmetology license, and it follows me where I go in California. So love it. So the next one is insurances. My mobile salon does have insurance. And I ended up having to get 2 different type of policies. And I'm just sharing that with you because, sometimes this is stuff that we don't think about, right? So she does have insurance. So that was another additional expense. It's not that much, honestly. I think it's maybe like $95 a year. So that's another expense. And also, she's registered with the state of California. So I have lots of episodes on, the details of starting one, so I'm not going into that. But when I bought my mobile salon, she was not registered in the state of California, and Celeste did not know that. And it was a mess. So I want to share a little bit if you decide to buy an out-of-state unit, no matter what type of unit you want, whether it's an RV, camper like me, a car, a van, whatever the heck you decide to go through. Because she is vintage, she doesn't have a VIN number like everybody else does, right? All the vehicles do. And it was really hard to find. I had to make an appointment at CHP. It took about a month and a half of waiting, and they had to like inspect her to make sure she was okay, number one, in good condition before I even remodel. No, it was after the remodel. So they had to inspect her, make sure she was okay. And then they looked up for the VIN because they know how to do that. And they had to do this whole paperwork, make sure it was all legit. And then I got my okay so I could take that paper to go to DMV and get her registered as a California vehicle. So it was a process. So if you're looking to buy an out-of-state unit, think about it, okay? Because I also had to pay taxes for her. And oh my gosh, I remember I was so mad because I think it was close to like $800, and I was like, shit. And it may be more. Like if you're paying a lot more money than I paid for her, like you're gonna be paying a pretty hefty fine or a fee from DMV. So I'm just being honest with you. So it has been, like I'm talking about, it has been a lot of fees that have stocked up to it. And then every time she renews, it's like, I think she was like 90. I know it's so weird. Everything's in my number nines with renewals on this one. Yeah, but it wasn't like the 90 range every year for the sticker of her. So I did that with her. So she has her sticker. She has, so I can drive her around with me. So those are some things that you need to think about. Okay. So there's additional expenses when you do have a mobile unit, but at the same time, I don't pay any rent. So I'm like, yay, Celeste. She gets to own her space. So that's the awesome part of it. So that's how I'm feeling right now, just in regards to like the maintenance and the experience with her. It has been so awesome. Like I really just love it. But I also, it's different. I don't know how to explain it other than like, whether you work in a salon or you're a salon assistant or you're a booth renter or you work in a commissions salon, which I've done so as well, or a hybrid salon, or you have your salon suite. It's going to be a different experience, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I am so grateful for having it. I'm so grateful for what it taught me. It taught me that I could do things that are different. It taught me that in my imagination, she's pretty wild, but she can do a lot of things if she puts her mind to it. And I really hope that this inspires you, that if there's something in your business that you want to do, go ahead and do it. Do something different. I will be releasing this month something brand new that I'm going to start doing. I'll start talking about it next week. And it has been a long time coming. It's something that I really wanted to do, but I was kind of like a little, hesitant about doing it. And I'm so excited for that. And that's what I mean. Like we're constantly growing and evolving. So don't be scared to do something different. It's the moral of the story. Don't be scared to ask for help. I did not do all that by myself. I had my husband help me, other contractors. And, I hired experts, right? Like I'm not an electrician. I should not be messing around with electricity. So, I hired an electrician. So it's just different things. And I'm being very honest with you because I think sometimes we get scared like, oh, I have to do it all by myself. You do not. You get to hire experts to help you. You get to get guidance. And, and that comes at a cost too. And that's why I really wanted to end this episode with is that if people have been mean to me or call me names because I don't give it all away for free, I have an amazing started guide. So you can go to celestestylist.com and I have my free get started guide. It may look super simple. It's 5 steps, but honestly, those 5 steps took time and research for me to figure out. So you're welcome. You can go get that and get a head start on your process. I also have a little mini video class on there on my journey of how this whole thing started from beginning to end in detail, and some tips for you as well. But most importantly, open your mind, open your heart, and allow the creativity to guide you, or your intuition or your gut feeling or the butterflies or your well knowing, or ask for guidance, or ask for prayer, or ask for to let you know what's next for you. Allow creativity to come out in your business as well. Some people may think that, oh, I'm all over the place. I don't think that at all. I think that I've changed. April for me, I'm turning 38 this year. I cannot believe it. I started the industry when I was 30. And now I have more wrinkles. My body has changed. I look different. I feel different. I've grown a lot. And that's the beauty of having your own business. It gets to grow and evolve. And don't keep yourself the same. Think about big store brands. Think about even small brands. People are constantly changing, even with Birkenstock. Okay, and I bring up Birkenstock because I'm literally looking at them right now. It may be the same design, but they have changed the materials that they use for the Birkenstocks, right? So the same thing goes with us. Don't be afraid of trying something new. Don't be afraid to being the first person. I was not the first person to ever do this. I'm the first person to do it in where I live at with the type of unit that I have, if that makes any sense. So I wasn't the first. There's many people that have mobiles, and there's room for all of us. And I think that's really important to also emphasize that it has to feel right for you, and your intuition knows what's right. And maybe for you is owning a salon. Maybe for you is going to salon suite. Maybe for you is being part of a booth renter in a space that feels right for you. Maybe for you is leaving the industry. I have so many friends that are starting to pivot to leave the industry. Maybe for you is doing something new within our industry, right? Offering a new type of service. And I always feel like this has really served me well, and I hope this serves you well as well. If there's something in you, listen to that. To start something, listen to that, because I really believe that God and just the universe in general puts ideas in you because you're capable of doing it. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that it's going to magically appear and happen while you're sitting down on the couch. You're going to have to do work to get to there, but you're capable of it. That's why that idea is coming to you. But if you don't do that, I really feel like the universe or God gives the opportunity to somebody else. I really, really, truly do believe in that. And that's what has made me, I think, such a go-getter just in my own personality, is because things haven't always been easy, but I allow easiness to come, right? And having this mobile has been a beautiful experience for me of doing things differently, of expanding myself and changing things and doing things outside of the norm. So that is my journey. She being renewed. Can't believe it. She still has her license. I see other people starting their own things, and I'm going to be teaching a class on the 23rd, if I remember correctly, of this month at the beauty school where I went to, because other people want to start, and I'm so grateful that there was an amazing instructor there, and she was amazing, honestly. She's still there, and she invited me. She's like, hey. So I was like, okay, I'll go. I love always giving back when I can in different ways in my community, especially as beauty school students, because for me, beauty school was really hard. It wasn't a fun, easy experience, but that's for another day. But yeah, I'm super excited to go back there and just help others who want to start the journey and answer their questions. And maybe I have a surprise in there for you too. So we'll see how that goes. But I really hope this episode was really helpful. I really wanted to bring you in why I've been MIA. I wanted to bring you in that it's okay to take breaks when you need them for your personal reasons. I do it every year. I take a podcast break. Mine just came earlier this year. And I invite you with, just this week, the Instagram glitching has been real. That Instagram has been glitching more than my iPhone this week. I literally was trying to load up a story 8 times, and I was just like, this is BS. So I ended up putting, and this is a hot Instagram tip, I guess, for you too. I'm a little bit rambling today, but it's okay. I put it on the notes, say new post, since I couldn't post on my story. So I was like, new post, so people know I had a new post on my Instagram. I also learned with Instagram, I don't care what anybody says. Use keywords, okay? Or hashtags, okay? I don't have time to go into that, but use hashtags in your stuff so people know what type of content you're doing. Because of that glitch, I messed up and I didn't put my keywords on there, and I let it go for 3 hours. and it wasn't being found by Instagram. So to all that people that says, oh, you don't need keywords in your captions or you don't use hashtags, it's BS. Okay, it makes a huge difference. And that I'm so grateful for that Instagram glitch this week when I actually tried posting, because it taught me that. And I wanted to share that with you because I don't know, I just feel like one of you guys need to hear that. So do something different, dare to be you, dare to let the creativity and inspiration come out, try things, be willing to fail. That mobile salon, this is like its fourth remodel. And it's okay. I'm constantly going to be changing her. Like, I love changing my space, even my home. Like, I'm looking around. I'm like, I kind of want a new vibe. So yeah, I'm actually like, I think I am going to change it up a little bit. So, that's what I mean. If I do that in my home, why can't we do that in our own spaces? So a lot of creativity to come out. If you have something unique within you, an idea for your business or your content, try it out. Don't be scared. I fail all the time. I do things that don't work all the time. But you know what? It's beautiful when you know that those ideas come out and you're able to do them. And if they don't work out, at least you tried. So with that, in this little personal rambly episode, that is my journey into being licensed, the ugly, the bad, the good, and a little in between. I hope this was super helpful, my love, and I will see you back here next week. Look out for that episode with that brand specialist for beauty products. If you're wanting to launch a beauty product or you're hesitant about launching a beauty product, you're like, how do I promote it? Please listen to that episode, because that episode is fire, and she also has a special gift for you. But that episode's coming out next week, and it's a video episode, so I will also have it on YouTube. You can follow me out there at Celeste Stylist. So much love. See you next time. Bye.